In this video, I want to talk to you about the importance of having checklists in your dentistry and your business in general as well. First, for credibility, my name is Khaled. I have been a dentist for 20 years. I own my dental practice, Lakeside Dental Spa in Harvey Bay in Queensland. I took from 1 chair to 10 chairs, from 3 staff members to 40 staff members over the course of 14 years. And you can check my details below for credibility. So I was recently flying, I was in Papua New Guinea, and we're doing like a diving trip. So we took like a small plane from one place to an island where we are going to do scuba diving, because I enjoy scuba diving. And one thing, when we went on the plane, the pilot had very boring checklist to go through. So check before. It was a small plane, so it's like pages and pages of check. And then they discovered that one of the things they checked, I think was like a door that closed certain window or something. It wasn't working properly, and they had to wait for the technician to come and fix it before they took off. And they say, look, it's really, it can be very risky to fly like that. I was really impressed. I mean, it's only a small plane. It's not like a huge, big airline or anything like that. Just like something really, really small from that resort. Very amateurish, but they had a very serious checklist. Then went to the island. We go for the diving trip, and again, before the boat took off, maybe another checklist as well to check all the equipment, everything is there for the dive, and that was okay. Then we went to the dive, and they realized one of the tanks that we went to water on wasn't full. So basically, whoever was going to have this tank is not going to make it for the whole diving trip or the whole diving experience that was booked for this hour, for example. And the checklist there was sloppy. It was not as good as the airplane. And it reminds me of something as well I used to do, and I still do as well. If, let's say, you're doing your first GA session or intravenous sedation, so you're doing full clearance, maybe putting some implants, doing some all-on-4 impression or something. Excuse me. So if you don't have a checklist under the situation, you can easily forget something. So imagine you finish your all-on-4, you took your impressions, you took everything. Patient is awake, patient is very nervous, awake now, going home, and the lab say, hey, we haven't taken a bite, or you haven't taken certain type of impression that require you now to remove the healing caps, putting more stuff in while the patient is awake. Imagine doing that, and it can happen. So if you have a checklist, hopefully it's not going to happen. Let's say you're doing your first composite buildups or your first multiple crown prep case, even patient is awake. Have a checklist. Okay, I'm going to put the wax up first in the mouth with Lactotemp. I'm going to take a bite registration. I'm going to reduce one quadrant and take another bite. Then I'm going to reduce this quadrant, take more bites. Then I'll take a photo for the stump shade. Then after the photo, I will take the scan or heavy and light body in a certain way. I'm going to check for certain margins. Then I will take another bite at the end. Then I'll put the temps, make sure the temps out of occlusion in certain areas. I'll open the embrasures. Patient can get a picture and floss. So have a checklist, let's say 20 checklists of each item one by one. So while you're going through the appointment, you check on them. So you don't want to finish the appointment, then realize, oh, I forgot to take the bite. And now you have to bring the patient back. You have to numb them up, take your temps, take another bite, and sit in the lab. Or you forgot to take a certain type of scan that the lab required, for example. So also maintenance, equipment maintenance, always have checklist. Turning on computer in the morning and combi machines and turning them off in a certain way to have a checklist. Setting up rooms, cleaning rooms at the end of the day. Sterilization is very important in this area. Sterilization is as important as flying a plane. I mean, you can kill a patient if you're not thorough in the area. So have checklists. So always work with checklists. Make it simple, make it easy to follow. Don't make it complicated. Don't allow any room for improvising. So don't have there are a step between 2 steps where, okay, only Debbie knows how to do it, or she will show you how to do it. No. Write it down. Update your system. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anyone can jump and look at the checklist and follow it up. If you find the information helpful, make sure you like it and share it with your friends and colleagues. If you want to hear more about my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I will notify you when more videos are released. Thank you so much for listening to me. It means a lot to me.